Many ancient cultures have been using heat therapies for thousands of years, dating back as far as 2000 BC with the Mayans and 300 BC with the ancient Greeks and Romans. Nowadays, sauna use is widespread in many cultures, from the Finnish saunas to the Swedish bastu or the Russian banyas. Although sauna bathing has been mainly used for pleasure and relaxation, new research indicates that using saunas may be linked to several health benefits, which we'll be discussing in today's video. According to a fairly recent study carried out in Finland and published in JAMA Internal Medicine, frequently using a sauna may help maintain cardiovascular health and lengthen life. Researchers from the University of Eastern Finland tracked 2,300 middle-aged men for an average period of 20 years. The men were divided into 3 groups based on how frequently they utilized saunas each week. The men spent an average of 14 minutes per visit, baking in 175-degree Fahrenheit heat. Over the course of the study, 49% of men who visited the sauna once per week passed away, compared to 38% of men who visited the sauna 2 to 3 times per week, and just 31% of men who visited the sauna 4 to 7 times per week. Additionally, frequent sauna use was also linked to a decreased risk from cardiovascular disease and stroke, which leads us to our next benefit: heart health and blood pressure. A thorough examination of all the available scientific research on saunas reveals a consistent pattern of heart health advantages, particularly in their capacity to help stabilize blood pressure and lower the risk of congestive heart failure. In fact, a Harvard assessment of the evidence found that utilizing a sauna 4 to 7 times per week could reduce heart attack risk by more than 40%, and as use increased, the advantage grew. In other words, the research demonstrated that a person will profit more and live longer on average if they utilize a sauna more frequently and for longer periods of time. Sauna replicates the effects of aerobic exercise. Heat conditioning, or sauna heat, mimics the effects of cardiovascular exercise in many ways because the cardiovascular system has to work harder to eliminate the heat. Not only does it increase heart rate, blood flow, sweating, and cardiovascular fitness, but it also leads to a post-exercise euphoria, where you feel relaxed, happy, and experience less tension and pain, which ties into the next benefit. Helps with post-exercise muscle recovery and pain relief. Saunas increase levels of antioxidant enzymes, cellular cleaning, and heat shock proteins, which is a natural process that happens when the body is under stress. These processes, brought on by sauna use, can help our cells function more effectively. An increase in heat shock proteins slows down the aging process and enhances cognitive performance. Several anti-aging hormones, such as human growth hormones and insulin growth factor 1, can be increased by sauna use. IGF-1 in particular can be very beneficial for healing injuries. Several heat shock proteins can aid in boosting muscle growth, even without the use of weight training. Increases athletic performance. Exposure to extreme heat acclimates the body to improved cooling processes, which means your body grows more efficient at cooling itself. When you exercise, a high body temperature slows down bodily functions and causes you to fatigue prematurely. Additionally, increased blood flow results in improved oxygen delivery, as well as increased glucose and fatty acid delivery to the muscles, which increases the amount of energy we can extract from our energy sources. According to a study published in the Journal of Science and Medicine in Sport, people who use saunas twice a week for 30 minutes increased their time to exhaustion by 32%, which means they may exercise at the same intensity for an additional 32% longer. The delivery of oxygen to your muscles is improved as a result of a 7.1% rise in blood plasma volume and a 3.5% increase in red cell volume. Improved sleep. According to Dr. Michael Bruce, a clinical psychologist with a board certification in sleep medicine, the sharp drop in body temperature at night is one of the circadian cues that the body uses to know that it is time to go to sleep. This explains why taking a warm bath or shower 1 to 2 hours before bed can promote better sleep. It may take several hours for the body to cool off enough to go to bed after a sauna session, so consider using a sauna in the afternoon or right before dinner to help you sleep better by allowing your body temperature to drop back down and normalize before bed. A Japanese study also discovered that exposure to far-infrared rays enhanced the quality of sleep in rats and in human subjects suffering from insomnia, increased mood, and cognitive function. Similar to when you exercise, using a sauna raises endorphins, also known as the happiness hormone, and opioids, the body's natural painkiller. Levels of the molecule, called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, are also raised in the brain. BDNF promotes neurogenesis, or the formation of neurons, while also defending the health of the emerging brain cells. The improvement of BDNF levels is crucial for cognitive function, resulting in more acute thinking and better mental sharpness. In addition, a number of behavioral and psychiatric conditions may be triggered by low or abnormal BDNF levels. Sauna use also increases norepinephrine. According to one study, men who spent enough time in a sauna heated to 176 degrees Fahrenheit elevated norepinephrine by 310% and had a 10-fold increase in prolactin and actually modestly reduced cortisol, the stress hormone. Prolactin boosts immunity, combats stress, and shields the brain. Similarly, another study found that women who spent 20 minutes in a dry sauna twice a week experienced an 86% increase in norepinephrine and a 510% increase in prolactin levels. Healthier skin. Your body boosts blood flow to the skin to help you get rid of heat. The skin gets used to this treatment and becomes healthier as a result. According to a German study, those who regularly use saunas have skin that is better able to retain moisture and keep a stable pH level. Also, these sauna users had less sebum production on their forehead, indicating a lower risk of acne. Skin problems, such as eczema and psoriasis, can also be treated through sauna therapy by reducing inflammation and strengthening the skin barrier. There are 3 types of saunas: the traditional sauna, also called a dry sauna, which can be heated with fire or hot stones, the steam saunas, which produce steam by putting water on the heating element, often found in spas and gyms, and infrared saunas, which penetrate the body's tissues directly by heating them with invisible light at specific frequencies. While people often debate which type of spa is the best to use, the majority of studies mentioned in this video have been carried out using the traditional dry sauna and seem to suggest that the heat is the primary driving mechanism of all the associated benefits. At the same time, many companies claim that infrared saunas have additional benefits, though more testing needs to be done, and we're still waiting on studies to prove this. However, infrared saunas are often much less expensive and easier to fit into a home environment, but if you have free time to make the trip over to your nearest sauna, it is recommended that you use a dry sauna with a relatively high heat. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps our small channel grow, and stay tuned for weekly health tips and tricks.